never mind. Maybe not. Legion Commander gonna get picked up.
This is also not completely out of the question that it could be a position 1 Doom. Envy used to play that.
That's true.
Yeah, actually, back in the Cloud9 days where he played position 1 Doom, and I think it was Aoi that played position 4 for the team, they would just have Envy like start in the jungle actually and give Aoi safe lane farm for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Obviously not possible anymore given the fact that the jungle doesn't spawn till 1 minute. But Envy safe lane Doom is at least a thing that has been done in the past.
Yeah. The Legion Commander pick, I'm not a hero that I'm a huge fan of, but it is definitely quite good against Phantom Lancer. And TNC, alright, another SEA staple. Gonna be picking up the Razor here. So, not a whole lot of AoE teamfight on their side, right? Very single target focused, but that's kind of the draft so far, right? Neither team has gone into escalating things too much, at least in terms of the AoE teamfight situation. There are some long cooldowns on the field, but in terms of big AoE stuns, there's not really that much.
I feel that the Doom and LC also cover relatively the same basis. They're both very good against BKB heroes, but TNC just answers back by not picking any BKB heroes, or heroes that rather buy BKB pretty commonly. So, I don't know. I don't know if I like the LC and Doom on the same team. It makes the lanes really weird, like you mentioned as well. Gonna be interesting to see how things gonna shape up to be.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe the Doom is the pause for, and then we just see Doom plus Legion running at the off lane, but I don't know if they're necessarily gonna accomplish that much there. TNC still have the mix-up as to where the PL and Razor are going, right? They can choose to set their lanes. Obviously, they have to choose their items right at the start, so they can't really swap it, but can have the Razor mid or the Phantom Lancer mid, just depending on the matchup situation. And Earth Spirit is going to be the ban.
Yeah.
So Fnatic's read is that it's offlane Nyx Assassin then?
Yes.
And TNC have the option to pick a position 4 for Tims?
Or a position 3.
Yeah, they could just put Tims on the Nyx.
Offlane Timber seems pretty insane right now if they could get away with it.
Oh, that's true. Fnatic have
3 melee strength hero.
3 melee strength hero lineup, yeah. Alright, now it's gonna be
position 4 Naga, right?
This is... Yeah, I like this actually. The sleep is really good disengage against the Doom and the Legion Commander. You're gonna have to be a little bit careful with your positioning around the Tiny, but I think it's quite good. The lockdown from the net is also really, really good with the Razor, right? So that's gonna help him quite a bit. And even just using the link with the song is also pretty potent. So I like this quite a bit. And for Fnatic, is that a Envy Monkey King?
I don't know, dude. This draft is looking so weird.
Okay.
Alright, Universe LC, so it has to be a position 4 Doom and a position 5 Rubik. I mean, can you in theory put Pi on Doom? Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Position 5 Doom. I guess when Doom is being countered so hard, you could just put him as a position 5 and he could actually get farm because of Devour. That's an interesting way to go about it.
That's true. And then just try and get a couple of regular support items. I mean, he's not going to be doing any other Doom things, right? Like, he's not going to be surviving much in fights with Scorched Earth or doing damage that way. He's probably not going to be running in and getting Infernal Blades off that much. So it's mostly just, I guess, the ultimate, just hopefully finding the PL this game, right? I think the other heroes are... Razor is super unimpressive to Doom. That's one of the biggest things about him as a hero, right? Is if you get your link off and you pop your ulti, who cares if you get doomed at that point? You've already pressed all the buttons that you need to in the fight. So I guess we'll see how this works out. But yeah, I am skeptical of the Fnatic draft.
I mean, you have a creep as a Doom, as an aura.
That's true.
Absolutely helpful. And of course, any game that Jackie is in, we're gonna get a pause right in the beginning.
Just because?
I've lost 6 months of my life just sitting through these pauses.
Yeah. Can you comment on the level of how tactical the pauses are?
No,
Is that
there's
a-
no
no?
tactical to it. It's just somebody is not ready.
Somebody needs to go to the bathroom, or the hands are cold. Who knows? But all right, so we got a DJ Rubik. In terms of how good of a Rubik game this is, I don't think it is a very good Rubik game, honestly. The best steal that I can see is Impale, and that's like not that impressive. A good Witch Doctor is always going to cover his Death Ward. He's going to toggle Voodoo Restoration. I mean, DJ might get it at some point, but he should only get it like the once. Naga, yeah, the song is helpful, but it's the same kind of situation, right, where Naga should never really let you have it. Though the AoE is quite a bit smaller now on the lower levels, so I don't know. Maybe if Rubik gets a lens or something, he can still snag it. I don't actually know off the top of my head.
You gotta be relatively careful because ending the song is same
Counts
as
as a
casting the
spell,
song.
right?
Yeah. So you gotta end the song and then immediately Riptide, which may or may not have good targets near you to Riptide. But yeah, we'll talk about the Rubik steals as we see them.
Yeah. All right. So in terms of the lanes, they are going to have the Razor just heading down towards the safe lane at the moment. Raven rather opting for the boots first. Fnatic, what's Universe got? I mean, the beginnings of a Soul Ring. Pretty standard offlane fare for him. Doom's got some boots. So DJ is actually playing the slightly more sacrificial role, at least as far as these first few minutes go. Buying up the obs and the courier.
Somebody take a
stuff.
screenshot. This is literally the first time that Pi ever started with boots first as a support. I don't think I've ever
print
seen
it out.
myself.
He can put it on the fridge.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this is interesting from Sam H. Check this out.
This is the next level ward.
I haven't seen this one before. I mean,
Sees nothing.
It's an observer ward that sees nothing. Yeah, but they don't see it.
Blocks.
Yeah. Well, actually, maybe they realize that. Yeah, they're pinging because they actually have their own ward over here. It looks like Fnatic saw Sam H go into those trees with a ward, and they saw him come out with no ward. So
what if he just dropped it on the ground?
Inside the trees.
Inside a tree.
Yeah, maybe he's going back for it. No.
Yeah, pick it up, walk it back out.
All right, so 2 bounty runes apiece, pretty standard stuff. Looks like Abed can be grabbing this one. You don't have to be facing a rune to pick it up, so it's the efficiency there of looking away. Cool guys don't look at bounty runes. Paladai is going to try and steal the wave with his boots. He's in a sneaky little spot at the moment.
Oh, and he even baits him away, Universe. It's like, come link me. And then now he pulls.
And yeah, now Paladai pops out of the trees.
It's actually pretty nice. He needs to run away from the Razor, though.
Yeah, don't get hit by the Razor. He's angry. He's big and angry.
Mid block looks like Abed's got the better block here. Feels like this is going to be a pretty rough matchup for Cuckoo, so Rich Doctor is going to come around and help him out a little bit.
Yeah. Fortunately, Witch Doctor, one of the better like laning / zoning supports, right? His base damage is quite good. The animation is quite good. So decent amount of harassment. Speaking of harassment, Tim just punching DJ. This is one of the things that people kind of dislike about Rubik as a support at the moment, is he doesn't really zone or harass all that well, right? Then Nagasan gets up in his face, and there's not much that he can do. He's actually already skilled the Fade Bolt, and Witch Doctor's now up here. So 1437, gonna eye them off, and Envy having to sit a long way back. Still 0 CS to his name. I think the plan with this Monkey King pick was to put a lot of pressure on the Nyx, but no such luck when TNC actually managed to set their lanes up like this. So I guess Universe is gonna get a decent amount of farm at bottom, but Envy's gonna have to play the catch-up game.
Yep. I like what they're doing here on the bottom lane. Pai's pretty much only going to sit here till level 2. And then he pieces out into the jungle to start finding some creep, allowing Universe to... I mean, it's not a decent 1v1, but lane is pull back enough that I think Universe should be able to get some farm. I just don't know how they're going to kind of rescue this top lane. This top lane seems pretty impossible, even if the Doom comes in.
Yeah, I don't think the Doom necessarily changes much. Right? They lift back into an Infernal Blade, but then there can be a Net or a Riptide or the Coconut bouncing. the counter initiation from TNC is actually quite good. So mid lane kind of seems like a win for Fnatic. Bottom lane probably gets more difficult for Universe once the Razor is actually left to his own devices. I mean, it's not like they've even been zoning out the Razor that badly with the 2v1. He's already got 5 CS. But this is probably not what he was hoping to be up against, right? He wanted to just use the boots, completely drive Universe out. But Pi doesn't really have anywhere else to go, like we've been saying. So I guess he's going to go take up residence in the jungle for a bit. And maybe a good creep can lead to something, like you've been saying. Alright, BJ gonna reconnect quickly, it looks like. Oh yeah? Like what? Like the AGDQ schedule? Is it? Oh yeah, I think the... Oh, alright. Looks like maybe a router restart coming in for Team Fnatic. See if that helps. Ah, okay. When does the roster lock period?
I've lost track as well. That's definitely not one of the dates I keep attention to. Not relevant to me. Galaxy Battle.
Battles. Galaxy Battles 2.0.
The best tournament.
Yes, the best tournament.
And then Shanghai or
Nice.
Starladder.
Nice, nice, nice.
The also best tournament of February. The amount of Ds I've sucked to get these gigs. I don't get them for free, you know?
Yeah. So is that why you were reminded earlier when looking at Bane spamming his enfeeble on everybody? Of yeah. So the one thing that we haven't mentioned is that the last time that Universe and Envy played together was a ill-fated affair. I guess we'll
Team Secret.
yeah, Team Secret. Version.
Are we taking the over under on whether they're gonna last longer this time or not? I mean,
I'm sure they're gonna last at least this roster lock, right?
yeah. So it's gonna be longer, right, than the Team Secret.
Yeah.
One. Team Secret one's like 2 months. I was actually having this discussion. Now that Fnatic has no Malaysians, does it still make sense for the rest of the team to stay in Malaysia? But I guess the infrastructure is already, like the team house, for example, is already in Malaysia. The support staff, I imagine, is Malaysian and whatnot. It's definitely one of the cheaper places to live, cost of living. The food's good and cheap. And it's moist and hot. That's a minus, by the way, not a plus. Oh man. That's a story to tell. That was also the best tournament. Yeah.
Street, I will keep you posted. That's two. Alright, what's going on here? Next assassin taking some damage. We are back. We are paused. Come on, stream. You can do it. I believe in you. Well, at least not too much has happened just yet. If we do have to swap around. Raven taking some damage off Pi. He's got his level 2. Managed to go and find a centaur to devour up, but Raven still doing just fine. Tiny pulling ahead a little bit on this mid lane, in fact. I'm interested to see what kind of build Abed goes for here. Do you think he goes for the max stat tree grab just to try and win the lane that way, or do we see something similar to what we've been seeing against all the Queen of Pains, where you max out the toss and just use that for harassment?
Seems like maxing toss is the way to go. I think I could have seen it go either way. Oh, the courier. I like it. Microing the illusion towards it. I'm more curious in terms of what role he's gonna play in the mid game. Is he gonna create space for MV, or is it gonna be the other way around?
Yeah. Alright, I don't know if my stream is recovering here.
Alright,
lift up onto the... Yeah, I'll give you the word. Tim's in some trouble. Boundless Strike gonna catch him. Jingu sticks up for Envy. Looks like they should be able to finish this. Pylai with one last swipe of the sword is actually gonna finish the kill.
Pylai going boots first.
Pylai boots?
Getting first blood? What is happening here? Alright.
Alright, let's shut down OBS. Alright. Go.
Yeah, I had to switch streams because internet is a problem.
Happens to actual casting studios. It's not just but yeah, sorry everybody that my internet is apparently shitting the bed today. But we have the Lumi back up.
How many years into the future would you think that we have like actual good internet everywhere for free? Well, not for free, but for like, you know, relatively for cheap, yeah.
Yeah, or it's just considered like I don't know. That's
2040?
tough. Yeah, 2040 sounds about right. Well, okay, go on the next assassin here. Sam H in some trouble. They've also got the hoof stomp from Pylai. He's making plays happen. He's got the phase boots. Eternal Envy's gonna snag the last hit since he is a little bit behind. Using the Boundless Strike for that one, but
man,
alright.
Look at this Doom, he has phase boots now.
Yeah.
I'm really loving how they're using this Doom, right? Just goes bottom, helps out the lane a little bit, gets the creep, walks around, and now is winning the top lane. And
it's working great.
Yeah. Now he gets to, I don't know, keep eating creeps in the jungle. Might need to fairies himself a couple more clarity or maybe infuse raindrops. But he's done pretty much all you could ask for as a position 5. But mid lane, Abed
on mid. Yeah, they do have the paralyzing cast. They've also got the net coming through. He's gonna get the avalanche, maybe a toss back as well. Still pretty tanky. And now Pylai arrives along with the universe. They get some nukes out. They found the real Cuckoo. They're gonna throw DJ over on top of him. Cuckoo surging forward, trying to finish this kill, but DJ with one last little plink of staff is gonna finish him off. So that was an attempted gank from TNC on mid. It does cost a rotation out of the Legion Commander to turn things around. So a bit of farm created for Raven down bottom, but they did not want to lose their Phantom Lancer there.
Yep. Quick rotation. All of a sudden, 4 heroes shows up mid. But all of this kind of lane shuffling has really, to me, gone a lot better for Fnatic. MV is now starting to get farm. I mean, Sam H got maybe 2-3 minutes of decent farm. But as Nyx, the early farm isn't necessarily that important. It's more so the fact that he was getting experience, and he was sharing a ton of that experience with the Witch Doctor, as well as the Naga.
Yeah, he's still doing all right in terms of overall level, but yeah, I mean, you look at the Razor, he's already level 6, so that is the amount of experience available in these solo lanes. Abed gonna cop some more harassment here on mid. Tim's running in just to try and be a little bit of a nuisance. Does need to be careful in case there's somebody to toss back to at the tower, so can't necessarily afford to be up in Abed's grill all the time, but TNC seem to be, I mean, their supports aren't really playing together all that much. I think that's the biggest thing that's working so well for Fnatic in this early game, is that DJ and Pi are really linking up to make plays happen. I don't think either of them individually really has that much ganking power on these lanes, but together they can get a lot done. And Pi's actually zoning out this entire tri lane all by himself. This Doom is looking pretty scary.
Yep, he is only limited by mana at this point. Every time he sends out clarity, he is getting it canceled, which is unfortunate. So, the bright spot for the team is Raven. He's got, you know, essentially the best lane, getting the best amount of farm. Do you think we're going to see anything greedy, or are we going to see more of the...
Envy might be in trouble here. Oh, whiffed stun from Sam H. That is not a good look. Ice spiked Carapace, though, reflecting that boundless strike. It looks like he will get ticked down, but not before DJ gets off one last Fade Bolt. He gets netted up. Is there another stun? Not quite in time. He says, see ya. And with that, Fnatic, just take a 1-for-1 trade. You were asking about Raven doing well for TNC?
Yeah,
right?
do you think we're going to see something different? Looks like he has a Soul Ring. Or rather, that's Universe as a Soul Ring queued up. What do you think Raven's going to go for?
I definitely think he'll get a drum. After that, I think he probably... this is probably a game to just go for like the full tank up build, if I had to guess. So like drum, Sny.
Sny.
I don't know if Sny. S-N-Y.
Ooh, I like
Actually,
this.
he's rotating.
Yeah, Witch Doctor ports bottom, smokes Raven. Raven now ports up top. Witch Doctor now gets to put some like deep wards in the mid lane. This is a one smoke to do two things. I really like this.
Yeah, but the longer the bottom lane is empty, the more suspicious this becomes. So Fnatic, they have to go right now, and they do manage to find the net onto Envy. Lift up onto the Nyx Assassin, does get the stun out, however. Universe attempting a rotation, but I mean, all that he can do is run in. Does need to be careful about the Razor with bonus damage. So they're going to hold on to this top tower. Both heroes rotating out of bottom as the supports now slink into the lane to try and grab a little bit of the farm that's been left behind. But the pressure is still on. Raven's still actually chasing up here at top. Sandwich trying to close the gap. Get the net out. DJ in some trouble. Looks like he might just get right-click down here. Universe with another big nuke, but that's all that the Legion Commander can really contribute at this stage. So TNC getting right back in it. Right? They struggled a little bit with the lanes, but they've done a really good job of leveraging the one lane that was going well to come and swing the top lane back. And
wow, that casket bounce range though. 1437 gonna try to run away. Hadouken gonna miss, but Deku's gonna pick it up. Alright. So far, Doom is representing 100% of Fnatic's kills. And we'll see what he is gonna pick up. Who's actually grabbing the wards? Has it been DJ? Looks like it hasn't been the case. It's just Doom picking it up because DJ's got almost.
He's almost got Arcanes. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way that he's the one that's buying the wards. Oh, wraparound gank from Pi. He's got the Doom ready to go. Can they figure out which one is the real one? Cuckoo trying to hide in amongst the illusions. And he does so successfully. They now realize what's happened, but Pi is a little bit too deep under the tower. Perhaps toss away. Not going to help him. DJ's also here. Looks like maybe they will get this kill anyway. Nice doppelganger dodging the avalanche. Sam H comes in. One last auto attack finishes that kill. Got a Ring of Aquila on this Nyx Assassin, interestingly enough.
Well, so the two players of TNC, when they play PL, after they use the first doppelganger, they always hotkey the one with the same HP value as the hero, and they will always micro both the unit and the hero, and that's why they're often responsible for most of those like tricky things. There's one that deals the same damage but takes 200%. And then
one that deals zero damage,
and then takes the same amount of damage as Shihiro. And they micro that one.
What do you make of this skill build, by the way? Check it out.
For
Cuckoo for Phantom Lancer.
Okay.
1 point in Lance.
Interesting.
Oh, we got action down bottom. They are trying to go on the Monkey King. He's got a good boundless strike line. Is that going to be enough to save him? The Maledict is so annoying, never able to jump up onto the tree. Death Ward does come out. They finish off that kill. Now Naga chasing for more. Does have the song. If this goes badly, Cuckoo dropping very, very low. And the double kill actually picked up. Abed tosses the Naga on top of the Phantom Lancer. Now Raven trying to run his way out of this one. Sam H also just around the corner, looking to help out. And are still chasing on Fnatic, but should be able to close the gap. Abed, big combo there.
Yeah, that build to me makes very, very little sense against Tiny, right? You don't want to run close to him because you get clubbed. I feel like he does more damage to you. Than you
I guess it is. You probably push lanes and farm a little bit faster, but I see what you mean. Doom gonna get stunned up. Samage is just waiting for him and try and get the clap out. Does as much damage as he can before he dies. Now they come running in, but Cuckoo immediately dropped down below half HP. He needs to be careful about joining these fights early on, especially against the AoE. He's just gonna stand still, jukes them out, now looks over towards DJ Cuckoo, making the mind games happen. Universe gets tossed over towards the Phantom Lancer. He's got another doppel up soon. They're chasing after Abed now. He's slowed, he's linked, he's dead. Can they find Universe? Tim's gonna be looking for it. Pops the song, but the AoE is so small at level 1 now. Universe just runs it off. Oh, that's feels bad for sure.
I mean, I'm just stoked by these plays that are PGL showing us. It's one thing to understand the concept of it, the other one is to pull off, and then another level to identify it. And so far, you know, both of the Fnatic players have been tricked.
Yeah,
and these are, you know, world-class players getting tricked.
I think the best thing that he's done so far is that on mid, he ran with the illusions, but he sent the, you know, the fake one ahead, and that time he stood still.
Yeah.
And so Fnatic are just have no idea what's going on, because they're looking for a pattern, and Cuckoo is just messing with their expectations at every turn. He's going Battle Fury on Phantom Lancer, dude.
What's happening right now? Have you seen this before?
I've never seen this before, but I think TNC are looking at this game and have decided that they might just be able to win this by going late. Like, look at it. Tim's has a Radiance in his quick buy.
Okay.
And I don't know if they're wrong necessarily. I feel like Monkey King as a hero does kind of fall off in the later stages. I mean, Legion Commander has the infinite scaling meme, but yeah, we'll see. And now Envy jumps down, Battle Strike, jumps up.
Envy. Oh, man.
Oh, no. They see him. They're just gonna plink him down. Oh, Envy tries to jump away. Almost made it. He's gone.
They might be correct. I mean, I feel like both teams is gonna have the ability to farm very well. Because you know Envy's gonna go Battle Fury. Tiny has built-in Battle Fury. So this might just be TNC kind of reacting to the fact that, hey, Fnatic's got an extremely greedy lineup, and they just don't want to get left behind in terms of net worth. Like, for example, Pi as a position 5 hero is also going to get farmed.
I think the cool thing is that they're kind of, in a lot of ways, they're leveraging how good the Razor's start was to kind of drag everybody else along with him. Right? I feel like he's going to continue, and you look at his quick buy, nothing greedy inside. He's gone for a drum, he's gone for a hood. Raven's very, very tanky. He may even be as effective as like he's probably as effective as like Universe and Envy combined at this point, and that's kind of creating some wake for the rest of the team to just farm up in, right? And it's not like the Naga necessarily needs a bunch of items to do her job early on, so I kind of like this from TNC. You gotta jump in. They've managed to find the real Cuckoo. Well, didn't get the duel onto him, but they just burst down the swarm, and they will find him in the midst of it.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen a lot of times, because it doesn't matter if you're kind of among your illusions. There's a lot of AoE spells for Fnatic to instantly kill the illusions or do a high amount of damage to it. But top lane, Raven, able to take down a tier 2 now. Fnatic really ahead in the early game, and this is very reminiscent of what we just watched in the previous series.
Ooh, they're looking for 1437. Abed's found him. He's gone.
He's
all right. Tiny rotations working pretty nicely. Pylon I gonna get caught out by Sam H. Raven finishes him off. DJ also running in here. Do they have enough damage to burst him? Looks like they do not. That build coming in big. Blink on Universe. He wants this kill onto Sam H. Avalanche coming through onto 2. Double kill for Abed. Raven still fighting, but doesn't really have too much here to help him out. Doppelganger stolen by DJ, keeping himself alive. I thought he was dead, but he's actually A-okay.
All right. That was pretty insane. Yeah. That's a good one to have, actually. I wonder if DJ's now got some Rubik Illusion hotkey. Maybe I'll lose it if he actually will start making those kind of jukes.
If he does the same thing, yeah. Oh, man. Alright, PL's almost got his Battle Fury. I'm actually interested to see how the Battle Fury PL scales, right? You're sacrificing your early power spike to maybe smooth out your, or like speed up your mid to late game progression. Right? So
I mean, when you say early game power spike, you just mean the diffusal blade, right?
Yeah, just the diffusal blade. Yeah, that's all I mean.
Yeah.
Max lance, diffusal blade, run around, kill some supports.
The thing is, I feel like about the max lance diffusal blade is that, yeah, you get it, you're very strong, and then you kind of taper off very quickly. And it takes you like 25 minutes to get to the, you know, the ultra late game carry. So this might just be foregoing the early game and then just kind of ramp up much faster to your late game, which you know, knowing Fnatic's playstyle, they generally take their games to what, 50-60 minutes, so maybe going straight up for the late game is just the way to go.
Yeah, they are pretty adept at like cutting lanes and stretching out games once they have even a little bit of a foothold, so I can kind of see the approach from TNC. Do you think this is a good, is it a good core Naga game? Because that's basically what's happening now with Tim's, right? He's decided that DJ running straight into some trouble. He is going to pop the Doppelganger away. No juking on this one, unfortunately, since the Link is still after him. And Raven will just bring him down.
So let's see if, I mean, Fnatic's got a ton of heroes that could deal with the illusions of Naga. So on that front, no. But just having a position for getting Radiance can't be bad, right?
Yeah, definitely not this game, especially when Fnatic are so right-click heavy. Like, a lot of their damage, all of their cores have a little bit of nuke, right? But then after that, it's mostly down to right-clicks. So, yeah, I don't mind. Nyx Assassin going... Like, Nyx Assassin has definitely transitioned to the position 3 this game, right? No Midas on Sam H, nothing like that. He's just looking towards a Spirit Vessel. There is not enough farm on the map for 4 cores, right? So... someone is going to have to make some room for this Naga, and they are going to find out Universe down here. Sandwich with a nice stun, not being greedy with the Vendetta hit. They are going to keep spotting him over into the trees. Pops the Blade Mail, it's not going to matter. Paralyzing Cast chases after, and that is going to be a mega kill streak for Raven. He is still having a hell of a game.
Yeah, just showing us that you could have hood and drums, but you could still have a ton of impact. Kind of running into the Fnatic lineup, being way too tanky.
Yeah, they just don't have the tools to really kill him. Pilot Eye just kind of farming, pushing out lanes a little bit. Has just grabbed a drum. Envy has his Battle Fury, going to be going for an Echo Saber next. This just seems to be his build for the most part. Always goes the Battle Fury into Echo Saber. I don't actually know if I've ever seen him, or at least in recent memory, seen him go anything else. He also seems to, I think he likes the, oh, they're going to jump in here. They're looking for Cuckoo. Can they kill him off? Boundless Strike, keeping him locked down. He's already used the Doppel, in fact, and just gets right-clicked to death. Abed with the double damage. Big stony fists.
I like how this time they don't chase that illusion that was running south. Top lane looks like Doom was going for the kill here, and Deny coming through. Very nicely done by Raven. And then, of course, he helps his team to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, simultaneously on the bottom side, Universe gets a dual victory. That's the second one of the game. And looks like he's going to go for Shadow Blade. And then top.
Sam H, yeah, in trouble. They're going to throw out the Wukong Suman. Envy chasing forward. A little bit of a awkward ulti. Yeah, going to be forced to hop on out of it. Raven going to spot him. Throws out the Plasma Field. Wait, what made Tim's deniable there?
Doom.
Oh, he was doomed. All right. Yep. Duh. Alright, well, couple of kills traded across the map. Nice that they bring down the Phantom Lancer. His net worth is scaling up pretty quickly. Just going to be going for an SNY next. I wonder if this is like just a... Is this a completely different PL build? Like, the illusions are not that valuable this game, sure. So maybe you just play less for your illusions and more for your main hero to just be tanky and right click.
Sure.
Right? Like, maybe you put yourself in a situation where even if you are doomed, you can still just kind of stand there and hit people a little bit.
And on that note, like, the PL does actually have pretty insane stats gain for, you know, an Agi hero. Like, he across the board he gains a lot of stats. So if you're not playing for illusion, your actual hero is still quite decent.
Yeah. And it's going to be quite a high level. I mean, he's already level 17, 22 minutes into the game. The pace hasn't been that fast. Fnatic looking for some kind of initiation here. They don't have the Wukong's command. Envy's scouting ahead. Sam H is also here. Raven going to be coming around the corner. They are trying to burst the Phantom Lancer and they get him, but now they come in with Sam H with the stun. Catches under 3. They have managed to duel up the Razor. Can they finish him off? Yes, they can. Universe looks like he should tick out to the Maledict, but Fnatic are not done. They charge forward. Abed picks up a double. Oh man, they just exploded the Phantom Lancer. He didn't get an opportunity to cast a single spell that fight.
Yep.
I really want the fight recap, actually.
And I feel like the most important player that needed to be there was not. Like, Tim's is their get out of jail free card. But he's busy farming his Radiance, which he's got the Relic already. My god, Jesus.
Yeah.
But Fnatic wins a pretty decent 5v4. And I think in these team fights, it's showing that Fnatic just have way more AoE. They could quite easily tell which one is the real PL. That's the second, or was it the third time that both Abed as well as Universe just combine their AoE spell and just nuke the bejesus out of Cuckoo. And then they just get the quick kill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the third time now where they've just annihilated him. I guess the other really nice thing is that they have the Avalanche and the Boundless Strike are both quite good at not only clearing the illusions, but then stunning the real PL while you figure out which one it is. So it gives you the opportunity to follow up with the lift or to Infernal Blade him or something along those lines. And Fnatic able to play around their vision a little bit more. They had these really deep wards at bottom for a bit, but weren't really able to use them. But after taking that fight, they reset the lane position a bit and continue kind of playing around here. Rubik's got what I think is still the best steal of this game. He's got the Impaled. Dust gets popped. They've actually scouted at Sam H. They knew that he was coming. I don't know if they needed to use the Doom there, but still a very nice pick off.
High.
147. Yeah. High's pretty fast. Not pop the drum. Raven still have a jump charge as well. He just dead to the Maledict?
Yes,
yeah,
he
he's
is.
super dead to the Maledict. 4 points in that from 137.
I'm surprised he didn't activate drums. I thought he could have ran out if he did. But it's all good.
Envy's on the prowl here. Scouting around as the Monkey King. Sees 1437. Can he actually get this solo kill? He's got the Echo Saber doing good damage. Universe tries for the kill secure, but not gonna get it. Cuckoo with his SNY actually able to keep on Phantom rushing towards the Monkey King, and he cuts him down with his Battle Fury. He's stunned forever. Eternal Envy, what can he really do? He's actually doing a decent amount of damage. Healing up with the Jinger. This could be a turnaround. Universe gonna come in with the Blade Mail popped. Doing his best, but it looks like it might just be dual damage fed away to the Phantom Lancer. That's a plus 14 for Cuckoo. Oh no,
Wow.
that Phantom
Is this
Rush.
why? Yeah, is this why you max Phantom Rush? I mean, at this point,
And build
he has
a
all his
Battle
spells
Fury?
max. I mean, dude, it looked pretty good there. You see the PL, you click on him, and of course, it's what, 900 Phantom Rush range? Yep, and then he just follows to where the PL is, even when he's on a tree, and then you cut him down. That was a sick.
TNT. That was so good.
Yeah. Now they go
Alright,
Roach.
TNT into the pit. I guess Fnatic didn't have to necessarily fight there, right? Universe didn't need to lose his life, but with those two cores dead, TNC just heads straight into Roshan. Aegis to be claimed. I guess just give it over to Cuckoo. Nice. Got that secured. He's got another 2.2k gold on top of that. It's still pretty close in terms of the overall farm, but TNC just seem like they're scaling so quickly. And the Naga's just about to get a Radiance on the Courier, so Tim's is about to really turn into a problem, I think. He's only got 7k net worth now, but you just watch.
It's also not just the way that he's getting farmed, but also the pressure that he's going to put on Fnatic by farming.
Yeah.
He's going to basically sit at this area of the map and just stream illusions into the jungle and into top lane. And that's pretty much going to force one Fnatic hero constantly stay on the top lane.
Yeah, he's stealing their farm, really, as well, right? He's going to be moving them into the dire jungle. The Fnatic will probably only really have access to their tri-camp area. So, yeah, here we go. Radiant Illusions, out and about. They are still dealing with them reasonably well for now. Universe going to be aiming for some more pickoff with the Shadow Blade. But TNC, Aegis in hand, quite comfortably sieging this bottom tier 2 with no real threat whatsoever from Fnatic elsewhere. I mean, Eternal Envy is kind of pressuring top, but TNC, is this actually just time to go high ground? They get the glyph forced out. They might just want the tier 3. They're going to send some illusions phantom rushing towards Envy. Okay, they see that they forced everybody back, and now they're quite happy to just go scatter and get these lanes all back into position. Tims can even cut them with the illusions, right?
And of course, on the way back, they take more farm.
Yeah, I like that move. It's like not a huge economic victory, but knowing that they forced Fnatic back gives them intel and opens up room for farm. Cuckoo gonna get scattered out here though. Not the best target necessarily. Gets the doppel down onto the low ground. They did not get the avalanche off immediately, it looks like, and Cuckoo actually just gonna stay on top of them here, calling his buddies to back him up.
Yep. I mean, he had Aegis anyways, and I think by the time that he died, he would have allowed his teammates to come nearby to back him up.
Yeah. The IDC Doom build continues. He's going Scotty next. IDC Doom, IDC Duel. I mean, he probably still dies to a full, like, Blade Mail duel, but the survivability is going to be a pretty big deal. Fnatic just kind of trapped inside of their base. Naga Illusion's going to work, creating space. TNC aren't really farming their side of the map, but they don't really have to be if they're just starving out Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they are farming a side of the map and Fnatic isn't, then they're okay with that change.
Yep, and Cuckoo also just cutting some more waves. TNC, how much longer do they have on this Aegis? So another 2 minutes or so? Right, minute 45.
Yep.
The Razor's just going for Lincoln's, actually quite close on Raven. It's going to be a nice pickup for him.
And this Lincoln isn't even necessary for himself. Like, he'll probably plop it on one of his allies if they're taking more of a frontal position.
Yeah, like we said, as a hero, he doesn't really mind being doomed, so long as he gets his spells off. Ooh, Sam H looking for Envy, who is hopping around. Rest of Fnatic going to be running past a little bit of Radiant Vision, but I think they did smoke up inside of their base under cover of the sentry wards. Oh, Abed gets revealed. Okay. Oh, Fnatic find nothing with that smoke, it looks like. They do have a blink up on Pi. That's nice. But TNC doing such a good job of just avoiding them. Now PL has a Scouty. This is kind of turned into a farming Aegis, I suppose, but TNC still getting further and further ahead. This is actually the first time, I mean, if you look at the graph, this is the first time where things have really started skyrocketing in TNC's favor, but they're just putting on so much pressure. Like, I feel like Universe's farm at this point is completely stalling out because there's nothing left on the map, really, for him.
Generally, this is how LC's farm kind of goes at this stage of the game. Unless you're getting a bunch of kills, which she isn't.
And oh my god, Cuckoo, I was wondering about this. So he didn't go for the heart, which is, you know, pretty standard on Phantom Lancer, and I kind of figured, okay, well, the Scotty is good survivability, and it's, you know, at least gives you a little bit more damage, where the heart doesn't really give you any. But he still got the heart queued up as well. This is really just full, like, battle PL.
Tanky illusions.
Yeah, well, it's like, I think he doesn't even care if they know which one the real one is. once he gets that heart. He's just gonna have so much health. But also, once the illusions get tanky enough, they may actually not get cleared out by the AoE. And TNC, alright. Giving Envy a little bit of a taste of his own medicine in some respects. Just chipping away with PL illusions, Naga illusions. Cuckoo's not chipping now, though. He just charges up. And I don't know what Fnatic do at this point. I guess maybe Universe has to go for some kind of suicidal initiation. Pave the way for the rest of the team, but that's where the song comes in, right?
Yep. We haven't even really seen song counterplay like a Duel or a Doom, so...
Alright, well, top 2-2 does get taken out by creeps, so Tim's not 100% doing his job in terms of resetting the waves. Now that they know that he's elsewhere on the map, Universe senses an opportunity, he smells blood in the water, wants to go out there and get a duel bit. TNC, very nicely played. They stay as 4, and they retreat as a pack, and then wait for Tims to group back up with them. So the window of opportunity for Fnatic was closed very, very quickly. Oh, they have managed to get the lift back onto the Phantom Lancer over at mid. Can get the duel off? No, they can't. And now Cuckoo just running for dear life, trying to get back to his team, but he's actually going to get dueled up. Now the song coming in. There's 3 standing on top of each other. SamH looking for this opportunity with the stun, but a nice Doom coming in out of Pyli's Eye, at least going to prevent that stun from coming out. Eternal Envy up to the high ground, but he actually gets his ultimate cancelled by 1437 with the paralyzing cast. The Wukong's command does absolutely nothing. Abed running away on the left-hand side of this fight. He's going to get left for dead. Universe just blinking himself out of there. And DJ looks like also dead. He has the doppelganger once again, trying for the illusion juke. You wanted to see it, Lumi, but there's just too much damage coming out of TNC. And with that, they take a 4-for-nothing fight and head straight up onto the high ground.
Man, but like... TNC has shown us some really weird strategy, but I don't know if Fnatic was really able to execute theirs. TNC now rolls them over. Takes 1 lane of Rax for sure. Actually, setting up a 2nd lane here.
What was the Fnatic strategy, though, in your mind? It seems like they've kind of picked for lanes. They picked some heroes that they think are strong, but I don't necessarily see a ton of synergy in the lineup. I mean, maybe I'm just flaming because, you know, whatever they were planning didn't pan out, but we'll see.
Me neither. I don't really see like the synergy of stuff either, but they're just playing well. Pi's gonna get picked up after a spike here. Double buyback gonna get committed. Or TNC just backing up. Avalanche Toss gonna be there. There's gonna be a duel.
Is it gonna be enough damage?
Universe first up dying here.
Yeah, and Abed now just getting muscled down as well. The BKB is helping out a bit. DJ's just dying to the illusions. Cuckoo's killing everybody. Raven's running forward without a care in the world. He's not even auto-attacking. He's just letting the Eye of the Storm do the work. And there you go. Fnatic gonna call the GG.
Oh, definitely not a very good showing here for Fnatic.
Definitely not.
Yep.
They're just kind of... I mean... Pi had a sick early game.
He did.
The supports playing together worked out really well, but then they just couldn't